What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on a 2004 and a half Ram 3500. It's got the 24 valve Cummins in it, and today what we're going to be doing is, I've already done a valve cover gasket on this, but we're going to be doing a center support bearing on this as well. Show y'all what it looks like. It's right there, and I'm going to try to point y'all up a little bit, but it's right there, and you can see how much play it has in it. It's done broke the rubber around it and everything. And the way we're going to do this is actually going to pull the drive shaft out, and it should be like two 15mm bolts up here on the top, and then on the back you have 4 bolts that hold it to the differential. But I want to scotch up the wheels just so it doesn't roll, and then we're going to go ahead and start pulling this out. But let me grab some tools and some blocks to protect myself with, and then I'll be right back. I've already taken this bolt right here out. It is a bolt and a nut that goes through here, and you're going to have to use a wrench to go in. If you can get in on the other side, that may be your best bet, but more than likely you're going to have to go in on the side where the exhaust is, and they are 15s, both of them. And I'm just going to leave that bolt up in there. That way you can kind of line it up, but you can see how much play it is, and yeah, this sucker is pretty wore out. So also, you can put the e-brake on, but don't always rely on your e-brake to hold the truck. What I would say is put the e-brake on, and also put a Scotch block under the wheel when you're dealing with taking the drive shaft out, just to keep from having the truck roll. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to the back now, and we're going to take the bolts on the drive shaft to the differential out. Let me show you that. Here are the bolts right here. There should be 4 of them. They just bolt straight to the pinion flange right here on the back, and they are 15s, I believe, as well. So let me check. Yep, they are 15s. So we're gonna take these out real quick, and then once I get ready to drop the drive shaft down, I will bring y'all back and show y'all when I'm taking the last bolt out. Alright, so I was going to show y'all me pulling it out, but when I took the last bolt out, the drive shaft did just come down. A lot of times you do have to hit it with a hammer to get them to come out, just because they will rust up inside of those. That little flange right there sometimes, so you may have to tap it with a hammer, but mine didn't. The only reason I had a hammer out was just in case, but those bolts were extremely tight. Like, I had to get a 16-inch pry bar and break those loose. They were super tight. But now I have a bucket underneath the transmission to catch any fluid that's going to come out when I pull the drive shaft out, and we're going to take it into the garage and we're going to separate this. But try to go ahead and pull this out. Y'all may be in the way, I don't know yet, but if I can do this. This drive shaft is a little heavy. I'll get this moving. Alright, now we got the drive shaft out. I'm going to grab it and take it into the garage, and we're going to separate it from the carrier bearing. First things first, somebody had already done this before, I can tell, because, or at least had them separated, because they have an arrow here and a line right there. So you always want to make sure that you mark where this is coming from, because this part right here and the universal piece over there need to line up. So we're going to, since they got a mark, we don't have to do that, but like I said, I just want to let everybody know you need to mark to make sure you get them back in the same spot. If not, can throw it out of balance. So now what we're going to do is take this little metal band clamp right here off, and actually may be able to do it right here because it don't look like that one has one on it. May be able to push that one back and tap it out. So I'll set y'all up where y'all can watch this. Yeah, this actually should come out right there if I can get it loose with this screwdriver. Yeah, she's kind of loose. Just slide it. There we go. Yeah, I may still have to take this off. There it goes. Alright, and then you're going to try to tap this out. We'll see how good we can do it with a hammer and maybe like a punch or something. Seems like it moved a little bit already. Yeah, it's already moving. There it goes. There's that. It's like your slinger. Alright, I may go ahead and just break this off just to get it out of the way. I know you can press these off, but I feel like sometimes just cutting them off is easier, and not everybody has a press. So this is one way that you can do it, but we're going to clean all this up, make sure there's no metal shavings or anything in here, and we're going to do the same with the yoke piece right there. But just want to let everybody know there are two different sizes for these. I think it's like 1 5/8 and 1 3/8 or 3/16, something like that. I'll let y'all know exactly what it is when I go get it, but I like to take these off and take it with me just to make sure I got the right size. All right, we got the new one pretty much on now, and here's the part number 6093. It is a precision part, but my press would not accommodate this because this was too long, the dry shaft portion was. So the way that we did this was I just used centered it up on here and used the old race on the inner side, slid it down over it, and then I just tapped it down until I couldn't get it to go on anymore. Then I got this little thin punch and it went around the inside race piece over here, and I just tapped it down until it bottomed out. Now you can see how much tighter this one right here is than the old one. You can see it moves freely. So we're going to finish tapping it down. We should be pretty much there. I just want to make sure that it is seated down all the way. It is a little tight in there. I got it started in the transmission and got the center support bearing just kind of started with the nuts and the bolts just to help me hold it up. I went into the truck and put it in neutral so that we could rotate the drive shaft to get it to line up with the differential, and it should turn. Yeah, you see how easy it turns? So I'm gonna turn y'all around and we're gonna line up these flanges real quick. All right. One started. Two started and 3 on that one. Where is it? Should have the 4th one is started too. All right, so we got them all started. All right, let me go grab a ratchet and tighten these down a little bit, and then I'll come back and torque them down. So let me get them, and whenever I get ready to torque them down, I'll bring y'all back. Yeah, I got them ran down, and these torque to 85 foot-pounds. If I can get up in here to do the other ones. Alright, we got one more. Ooh. I have to move y'all. Alright. Alright. There we go. Those are torqued, and all I gotta do is tighten these carrier bearing bolts and we'll be done. And those torque to 52 foot-pounds. Alright, so we got everything back on. Drive shaft is in. No busted rubber up here around the carrier bearing right there. And that should be everything. So let me climb out from underneath here and I'll close out the video. This is going to close out the video. Yes, that was how to put a carrier bearing, center support bearing, whatever you want to call it, in a drive shaft on a Dodge Ram 3500 dually. If y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And y'all remember, torque this tight, and y'all have a great day.